Hi everyone, I know it's been a minute and that is what I'm here to talk to you about. I wanted to just take a couple minutes to talk to you about what has been going on in just kind of my world and kind of address the elephant in the room. I know that just with what I do, with my businesses, I have a social media presence and I have not been very present on social media. So I just wanted to get on here and just kind of address that. And whether or not you're watching this on, whatever platform it is, I'm going to upload this pretty much to all my platforms, YouTube, Facebook, my groups and everything. So whatever platform you are watching this on, I'm just, like I said, just uploading it everywhere. So hello. And if this is your first time kind of seeing me, my name's Vicki and I run my businesses online on social media and I haven't been present. So let me just kind of dive into what has kind of been going on in my life and the reasons behind why I haven't been present on social media. And the reasons why I want to explain why are because, it's important for me to explain it because I feel like it's something that can help a lot of other people. And I just want to kind of get it out there. And I think it's so stigmatized still. And I just think it's important to talk about. So before I kind of talk about it, again, for those of you who don't know me, who may not follow me, again, my name is Vicki Johnstone. I run two businesses outside of my house. One is a network marketing business, and another is I help other network marketers and online business owners with online branding, just ways to do so in the online world. But, my biggest caveat is making sure that they do it in myself in the most authentic ways possible. So just a little bit about myself, but kind of let's get into kind of what's been going on and why I haven't been present. Besides just from everyday life, and I'm going to try to make this as short as possible and not get like tongue-tied and tied up in my own world or own words and world, because making it short is hard because there's always so much going on in life itself, right? I mean, just in life. I have 3 kids who are constantly busy, and that's where a lot of my primary focus has been on really just this last year. This whole last year, I have been homeschooling them, as well as trying to run my businesses on, in the house, as well as homeschooling. So a lot of my focus has been on my kids, as well as trying to run the businesses as best as possible while homeschooling. So aside from just that and just trying to juggle all the balls, I do have a child that's in travel cheer, a child that's in travel or competitive dance, and then my little guy, who we are still in this process of adoption through the DCS system, which has just been it's been a process. We are still in the process. We've got the okay, and it's been, who knows where the paperwork's at. I've been in contact with our DCS worker for 2 weeks now, just sending her messages, trying to figure out what is going on and why is it 2 months ago that we were approved for the adoption and we still haven't even had the adoption paperwork sent to the judge, and why are we still it's been this, it's a process. It's a long process. So we've been battling all this for the last, he's been with us for 3 years now. So it's just been a long process for that. And before that, he was with my parents for 2 years. So it's just a lot of that. So there's like all the family stuff. And then the big thing that I wanted to talk about, because like I said, I feel like still in our society, it's very stigmatized, and it's hard to talk about because it is personal, but just depression and anxiety. I deal with a lot of depression and anxiety, and I know a lot of other people do too. And we don't talk about it. I feel like we don't talk about it enough because it is stigmatized, and I just feel that we don't talk about it enough. It's hard to talk about because it is a personal subject, but I have been dealing with a lot of it, especially this last year, with going through a lot with the adoption process and dealing with the courts and dealing with a lot of the things that just in a family aspect that I've been going through and trying to navigate when it comes to a relationship with a personal relationship with my sister and things. And other people know a lot of the stuff that we've been going through just in a family aspect with my side of the family and things like that. And so there's been a lot going on in that, and I've been dealing with a lot of things that I've internalized for a very long time. And so I've had a lot going on, and a lot has come up with that, especially here recently. And so recently I've decided to change some medications, and it hit in this last month where I have changed medications. And so my anxiety has been very high, and going off of these medications has caused a lot of change in just my life. And I had to step away. I had to step away from a lot of what I was doing with my business, and I had to step away from social media. And I know for my business, that was not going to be the best decision for my business, obviously income wise, but for me personally and in my mental state, I had to. And I know a lot of people, especially, in the business world, would probably say that's not going to be the best thing for your business. But for me, I had to do that. And so, for those that may follow me, which I don't have I don't have a big a following by any means, but for those that may be suffering from things such as this, you have to do what is best for you. And that was what was best for me at the time. And so what I did was focus my time with my family, focus my time for my health. And so that was what brought me joy, and that is what I've been doing. And now I'm coming back, and I'm slowly integrating things. And I've taken the last 2 weeks to really look at my day and see what's going to work best for me, especially going into the summer as the kids' school is finished, seeing how I can work things slowly in and start to really work my business like a business and really make my business work. And so I'm so excited with what I've got going and what is going to end up happening. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to your mental health and what you have going on internally, you can't keep fighting it and keep pushing it down, because eventually it's all going to end up boiling over, and it's all going to come to a head, and it's not going to look good, because I spent a few weeks there in a really dark place, and it all came crashing down, and then everything suffered. And it wasn't just my business, it was my family life suffered, and my mental state really suffered. And so when I finally took a step back from everything and just looked at everything, then I was able to finally find joy in everything. So now when I'm looking at it, I'm excited. I'm excited to get back on the saddle and just work everything in at bits and pieces, and just start filling it in and getting back to everything. So that's what I just really wanted to say is hey, you know what? I was gone, but the comeback is always bigger than the setback, right? That is a quote that I've always loved to see, because we're going to have setbacks in our careers, in our jobs, in our lives, but it's how you come back from it. And that's what I'm determined to do. So during that time, I had to reevaluate a lot of things in my life. I had to reevaluate a situation with my family. I had to reevaluate that. I had to reevaluate really where I was heading with my business. And I had to decide like what it exactly was that I wanted to do with my business, not my network marketing business. Like I'm happy where that's going, but my business, my personal business that I've started on my own. And I wanted to be everything to everybody with that business. And I wanted to do all the things, but I needed to really like hone that down and decide exactly what it was that I wanted to do. And for me, I love branding and I love that aspect of helping people. And so that is where, I'm excited to go. And that's where I'm excited to push the limits with, my side of things. So that's really what I wanted to come here and just tell everybody is, you know what? Yes, I was gone. I disappeared for a while, but I did it with good intentions. I did it because I needed the mental break and I needed to step back for a minute and just kind of reevaluate everything. I needed it for my mental health. And I'm saying this all just because there are going to be times in all of our lives where we just need to break. We need to break for a second and just say, okay, you know what? And maybe not everybody will. And that's great, but I needed it. And I'm hopeful that, that this is it. This is it for me. And I could just move on from everything and just, keep going. And I just think mental health is just so important. And when we are small business owners or entrepreneurs or, network marketers, whatever you are, our mental health is so important in this business because we're going to have ups and downs. And it's just so important to make sure that you keep your mental health in check. So that was my big thing today. So whatever platform you're watching this on, if you do watch it, I truly appreciate you just sitting here and kind of listening to me ramble real fast. And I am just excited to be back, and I'm excited to finally be feeling more like myself. And again, I am just so thankful that you took a second to kind of just listen to me and listen to my little story. And I am excited to just get my butt back into action, and I will be seeing you around social media. So I will be seeing you very soon, and hopefully giving you some great value just to help you along on your daily adventures for yourself. So we'll be seeing you very, very soon, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.